Sorry for that. Good evening. You're welcome to another wonderful day. This is Time Out with Taylor David in BHF Foundation. BHF is a youth organization set up to try and see how we can be able to give a little advice to our youths on how to live a better life. We're never giving that kind of advice. Most of the information we have now, we didn't have the privilege to have it when we were growing up. So some of us took some actions that we are not supposed to take, but we didn't have any counsel. We have any positive counsel. So we were not given the right kind of counsel because we did not have the counsel. And so we took a lot of wrong steps. So we decided to take about 10, 15 minutes every day to try and give our own little advice based on our own experience uh, on the steps that we need to take. If we can be able to remember what we said, just quickly run over it. Say there are three kinds of people you won't sleep with. Don't sleep with your relatives, your father, your mother, your father, your brother, your sister. Don't have a sexual relationship with them. Don't try it because you're destroying yourself. And again, I said, don't ever sleep with a married woman. Please don't try it. I'm begging you, don't try it. It's very destructive. I'm talking from experience, something I've known when I was growing up. There are a lot of loose married women around, very loose. I remember when I was growing up, my uncle gave me this counsel. Well, I didn't take it serious. I remember he called me one day and said, "Please don't you ever sleep with somebody's wife. It could be very destructive." I didn't understand what he was saying then. But much later in life, I discovered that there are a lot of loose married women that are moving about carrying debt with them to destroy them. We won't want to take you to sleep in their matrimonial home. I know what I'm talking about. We have a lot of loose married women. Don't so I'm going to advise the young men of this generation, do everything possible to run away from them. They want to destroy your life. And I remember I also said most of the things they talk about, you go to churches, they tell you foundation, foundation. Everything is not about foundation. Most things are the things you cause with your own hands. So I advise you, don't sleep with married women. Run away from them. When you see them run, just the way you see a rattlesnake and you run away from a rattlesnake, I want to advise the young men of this generation that please run away from married women because they carry poison in them. It doesn't matter what you think they give to you. It doesn't matter whatever gifts. Don't sleep with married women. I'm talking about three, four, five kind of women that you won't sleep with. The first one I talk about, I said, don't sleep with your relatives. What is common right now, you begin to see uh, uh, people sleeping with ladies sleeping with their fathers. It's very common now. You see men sleeping with their daughters. Run away from that. So if you have a father, you have an uncle, you have a relative that seems to be touching you on a sensitive part, please run away from him. He wants to destroy you. Some time ago, a lady came to see me. She came all the way from a Gondo. And what did she come to say? She came to tell me then that the husband was putting his big finger on the private part of the child. I'm talking about 3 years, 4 years old child. So what the husband was doing was playing with the private part of the child, put his hand in the private part of the child. So I want to advise uh, ladies, don't sleep with your father, don't sleep with your relative. A young lady called me. I said it that last time. A young lady called me all the way from Port Harcourt. She's a student of University of Port Harcourt. She called me when she heard me talk on radio, and she called me and said, "Please, I'm sleeping with my cousin, my first cousin. I'm sleeping together." And it's so convenient because even when the cousin come to the house, the father will leave them, the parents will leave. They will leave them at home because they believe that they are cousins, but they were sleeping together. So teenagers, young boys, young girls, don't you ever try to sleep with your cousin. It has devastating consequences. It has destructive consequences. Most of these things, you think you're having fun today, but they are the things that will destroy you tomorrow. They are the things that will definitely destroy your progress tomorrow. As I've always said in this program, this tree, the fruit you don't want to pluck, don't sow the seed. This is BHF Foundation. I want you to hook up to BHF Foundation, subscribe to BHF Foundation. It's a youth program that gives regular counsel to the youths, regular counsel. So please don't do anything possible. Do everything possible to avoid it. This program starts from 7 to 7:15 on a daily basis. Please, I want you to share, invite more youths. share, tell them about it, uh, make comment on it, subscribe to this BHF YouTube. It's a YouTube channel that is given 15 minutes counsel to the youth across the world, to the youth across the world. And so the third kind of people I don't want you to sleep with, I said the first one is don't sleep with somebody's wife. Don't you ever try it because it will destroy your life. You will definitely pay the price. It's a very dangerous price. Very, very dangerous. You will not do well if you do it on a regular basis. If you continue to do it, if you do it at all, it will affect your destiny. And I said, don't sleep with a relative, any kind of relative at all. Don't sleep with them. And thirdly, don't sleep with prostitutes, because most of these prostitutes you see, they are demonic, they are satanic, they are evil people. I know what I'm talking about. And I give an example that I slept many years ago. I just left school. I finished my Polytechnic, and I went back to the school where I finished from. There's a place we call White House. I met a girl there, and during the course of our discussion, I ended up sleeping in her room. I met her, I chased her and the rest. I ended up sleeping in her room, and we just finished having sex. And she woke me around 2 o'clock in the night, and she told me that she's a fish from the water. Well, I was a secret court member, and so I was trying to be bold. I said, even if you're a court member, you can't do many things. If you try it, I'll make sure I kill your family, because I was a notorious courtist, very, very notorious. But she told me, she said there are a lot of girls from the water on this campus, and there are some girls you don't need to sleep with, because when you sleep with them, if you are very, very lucky, there's nothing you do that you will ever succeed in life, because they belong to a kind of court from the water. Those girls belong to a court from the water. And when you have sex with them, you are finished. That if you're extremely lucky, there's nothing you put your hand in your life that you will ever succeed. And it's what is responsible for untimely death. That was, when I left school many years ago, and I went back, that's when she was telling me. And much, much later in life, I met a young man who told me then that, I met a lady who told me then that, please, I should pray with her. But I said, what's the problem? She said that the boyfriend she's going out with now will definitely die. Told me that the boyfriend is a drummer in her church. Told the name of the church. I said, why do you say so? Say, because any boy she sleeps with, if you see that the boy have accident in the water and dies in the water, when she wake up, the boy will definitely die. And the reason why she's talking to me right now is because she's in love with this guy, but the guy died in the water. So definitely he knows that physically what she saw will come to pass. So what I'm trying to say is that don't destroy your life. Don't you ever think that you are having fun. If you don't want to become a prayer project in the hands of prayer contractors, then you must make sure that you protect your tomorrow by being careful what you do today. You can be able to protect your tomorrow by the actions you take today. The actions you take today is what will determine how your tomorrow will look like. I remember when I was about 10 years old, I met a man who looked at me and told me, don't do this, don't do this, don't do this. I was just 10 years old, coming from school that very day. He told me, don't drink, don't womanize, don't do this. Unfortunately, I didn't listen. And most of the things he talks about was the things I began doing, and even became a professor in that department. I just asked God for mercy, so that the mercy of God will answer for me. Everything he said I shouldn't do were the things I began to do. And these things, I tell you, have consequences. Did they have consequences? Yes, they have consequences. That when I was growing up, there are many things I began to encounter, all kinds of frustration. I thank God for his mercies, who has stepped in and tried to correct some of the mistakes I made in the past. And I asked God to show me mercy. And most of the things he said I shouldn't do are the things I do, and they have consequences. There's always consequences. That's why I say the fruit you don't want to pluck. The fruit you don't want to pluck in your middle age, don't sow it in your teenage age. I'm giving advice to the youth now. The fruit you don't want to pluck in your middle age, don't sow the seed in your teenage age. In your teenage age, when you are 15, you are 19, you are 20, you are 25. What you don't want to pluck when you are 50, don't sow it when you are 15, don't sow it when you are 20, don't sow the seed when you are 25. because it is what you sow, the seed you sow is the fruit you are going to reap. So these are the things we discussed last. And today, briefly, and I also talk about house help. Be very careful. For those who are our parents and the rest, very careful those you take as house help. I know it's a very big business now. House help business is a big business where people go around, they give people different house help. The house help, you don't know who she is. You don't know where she comes from. And she's the one you bring at home to take care of your children, to give you food. Be very careful. Be very careful. I remember many years ago, I just got married then, and I decided to take somebody. And funny enough, this person was even my cousin, but I didn't know that she has evil intention. I took somebody to come and stay in my house and the rest. And I remember one day, the person we took there, the immediate senior brother came to see me. The person we took as a house help, the senior brother came to see me. And what the senior brother told me was that the sister whom I took to stay with me, she's a witch. They confess her as a witch. I said, what? And if not for God that saved me, I got to a stage where I had a terrible domestic accident. I fell from my bathtub and my head almost crashed the bath. If not that God had mercy on me, my entire head would have crashed the bath, because the person I took as house help was an agent of the devil sent to even destroy me, tormenting my children and all kinds of evil that she was doing. So be very careful you take as house help. And I told you, there are a lot of lives that have been destroyed today. A lot of destinies of children have been destroyed. We have all kinds of children right now. You begin to wonder, where are they coming from? The people who take as house help to take care of them, do you know them? They will end up destroying these children. We are looking at, where are the parents? We are making a book review on Pastor Elos Davis' book, Where Are the Parents? And then in chapter 3 of this book, we talk about, very careful you take as house help, because they will end up polluting your children. They will end up destroying your children if you are not careful. If you are not careful, you begin to wonder, why is my child behaving like this? You don't know that it is the problem you cause by inviting the wrong person to come and take care of your household. And the person will end up destroying your household. So you must be very careful who you take as house help. I'm not saying, I know there's a lot of the truth of things of the economy right now. The husband needs to work, the wife needs to work, I know. But there must be a proper arrangement. And if it is possible, I pray that God will give you wisdom so you can get the right person. So at the end of the day, you don't bring somebody to come and pollute your house. And today, before we round up, I want to talk about imagination. I remember I talked about imagination yesterday. You must be positive in your thoughts. You can't reap the benefit of a nation. You can't reap the benefit from a nation you lay curses to, always. So I want to say, be very careful of the things you say about your country. We know there are bad leaders. Nigeria as a nation have been unfortunate to have bad people in government for a very long time, whether legislative, whether governorship, presidency. We have all kinds of characters, people who are not even supposed to be leaders, who find themselves there and they have committed so much atrocities. I know that. But begin to speak positive things regarding your nation. You must begin to declare love for your nation so you can be able to eat the fruits of the land. So that you can be able to, as I said, eat the fruits of the land. Don't begin to speak negative things about your nation, because you cannot get progress from a country that you see nothing good at. You begin to see people saying all kinds of curses against Nigeria. Nigeria is useless. Nigeria is this. Nigeria doing. No. In this same country, we have positive people. In this same country, we have people that are successful, people that are great, people that are doing well. So I want you to always declare something positive about your nation. I want you to always believe that you will succeed in the land. Don't use your mouth to condemn your country. Don't use your mouth to condemn your nation. You must begin to speak positive things regarding your country. You must begin to declare that your country will excel. Your country will not fail. Begin to tell yourself, as far as I'm concerned, I'm going to eat the fruit of the land. I will succeed in Nigeria. I will not fail. Speak positive things concerning your nation and you will eat the good of the land. You will eat the good of as long as you keep saying positive things regarding your country. Don't say anything negative. Always declare positive things and have a positive imagination. Nobody will arrest you for imagining. You can begin to imagine yourself that you are going to be the greatest scientist. You are going to discover. You see, anywhere you see problem, know that definitely providing solution will give you money. People are paid for providing solution. People are not paid for talking about the problem. They are paid for providing solution. We have a lot of mosquito repellents today. Why do we have mosquito repellent companies? Because we have mosquitoes and we need to kill the mosquitoes so they don't transmit malaria. So we have to begin to produce mosquito repellents. The same thing. Wherever you see solution problem, think of solving it. You can make money from solving problems. So don't begin to sing about the problem, don't talk about the problem, don't dance around the problem. Begin to imagine, what do I need to do to provide solution to this problem I'm experiencing now, to this problem that others are experiencing. As long as you are providing solution, you will make money from providing solution. You don't make money by talking about the problem. You make money by providing solution to the problem. So be always conscious of the fact that you can provide solution. And as long as you can provide solution, you can provide money. That's the purpose. That's the easiest way to make wealth. Don't get yourself in Yahoo, fraudulent activities. No, don't be part of the problem. Yes, you don't begin to say we have leaders who are thieves, leaders who are drug addicts, leaders who are this. So I've seen people that say because of the kind of bad leadership, that's why I decided to go into drugs. No, that's wrong. Because at the end of the day, you are destroying yourself. And these bad leaders will just be there stealing money. So what you need to do is to think, how do we build Nigeria? Let's be positively inclined. Let's have a positive mindset. How do we build Nigeria? There are so many problems in Nigeria right now, but I believe I can provide the solution. And as long as you can provide solution, you are set to be great. Your greatness is in providing solution, not in talking about the problem. Believe that Nigeria will be great, and believe you are among those who will make Nigeria great. Nigeria will be prosperous, Nigeria will be successful, Nigeria will be the best country in the world. We will not be talking about jackpotting anymore. Instead, we have more white people jackpotting to Nigeria. We will not be running out of Nigeria. We will not be immigrants going around the world where they will be molesting us and Nigerians. No. Nigeria will be great again. And those who are leading us, you continue to pray for them. We know some of them are thieves, but keep praying. But as long as you are praying for them, God will answer your prayer. So if we continue to pray for our leaders, that our leaders become successful, there's no way we will not be successful. Because it's in the right decisions that our leaders take, that's where the solution comes. That's where the answer to our need comes. Be positively minded. Speak positive things concerning Nigeria. Pray for our leaders, that even those that want to steal, God will restrain them. That those who are bringing wrong advice and wrong counsel, God will talk to them so that they can be able to give positive counsel. I want you to take good care of yourself. This is where are the parents. And what we say today is be positive in your imagination. Believe you will be great. Believe Nigeria will be great. And you will end up becoming great. This is BHF Foundation. I want you to subscribe to this channel. And I also want you to listen to us regularly, 15 minutes of daily counsel to our youth. Daily counsel that will help get us a better generation, a better nation. I want you to share. I want you to like. I want you to subscribe, comment, and tell more and more people about this channel, because it's a positive channel to give us positive counsel. Anywhere you are in the world, I pray that it will be well with you as a young man. You will not make the same mistakes that we made. That you will be positive in your thoughts. Take good care of yourself.